Hello, folks. Today is the day that the legend of Joseph Stalin continues. Joseph Stalin, the greatest Final Fantasy X player of all time. I can't promise. I want to turn this blue. I'm feeling blue lights today. I can't promise that this will be my most energetic stream. Worked out twice today and done a lot of other stuff, but I really want to play Final Fantasy right now, and that means doing a stream. So let's see what Riku's got to say. You play Blitzball?
Mm-hmm. You know, you should go to Luca.
Should go to Luca.
Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
You should go to Ukraine and eat all the grain with a giant spoon. What up, Cade? How you doing? Hey, Comrade Eddie. Sorry I missed the live stream earlier. No worries, Jacob.
Promise.
We were wondering where you were at, though.
Stay here? Okay, I'll go tell
Don't feel bad.
Oh.
What's up, Cade? First into 2 streams in 2 days. Yeah, you're killing it lately. I don't know how many people will be on this stream. Wow, we got 11 already. That's pretty impressive, actually. I did shout out the gaming streams on TikTok today, so that might mean more followers. I was saying earlier, I can't promise this will be the most energetic stream I've ever done because I'm pretty tired. Hey, G-Lev, how you doing? Hey, Where Pilgrim?
Yeah, right, I thought.
Where Pilgrim never misses a stream. Good to see everyone. Hope y'all are pumped to play some games.
Luca? I thought
and talk about some Marxism.
Place that I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future?
1,000 years into the future, history will absolve me. Whoa, calm down, Stalin. Uh-oh, we're gonna have to fight Sin again already? I'm actually not staying, unfortunately. Gonna play zombies with my friend. Good luck on the stream, comrade. No worries, Cade. Enjoy playing zombies with your friend. Thanks for hanging out earlier and right now. I was asleep earlier. I got my sleep schedule backwards. That happens. All you need is a reset, Jacob. And you will be good. All right, I just got sucked into a whirlpool for the second time in 2 episodes. Interesting. Okay, let me get out of here. Floating in the water. Oh, hell yeah, this game rocks. I agree. I'm glad there's people who agree. I love me some Final Fantasy X. There's some people who don't like this game. So they think it's goofy and the voice acting's goofy, but this is one of my favorite Final Fantasies, and like they're all somewhat goofy. It's just like these spiky-haired characters running around in the most like fantastic situations in magic worlds. They're all gonna be a little bit goofy. I also like Blitzball. Hey! Yeah. The voice acting, it is what it is. It was a PS2 game. Oh yeah, this man knows how to play some Blitzball. Woo! Whoa. These graphics are cool.
Yo. Hiya.
Hiya.
You wanna
It's definitely a product of its time in regards to the voice acting, for sure. But it's honestly not as bad as people say it is. No, that's the thing. Like,
Finally,
for the
things are
PS2
starting to
era,
look up.
and the graphics are amazing, like top notch. The gameplay is pretty good, and then the voice acting's fine. It's like you said, it's just a product of its time, and like there are good moments and really memorable characters and storylines. I made
The Xanarkin eggs.
the background for our YouTube channel, for the Eddie Liger Games YouTube channel, which I'll be able to stream on in
I meant
24 hours, by the way, as soon as YouTube approves
I
it.
got
So we'll
too,
have these on YouTube
close
and
to
Twitch
sin and
for more
I got all
accessibility.
foggy, like. So,
But
I don't know where this place is.
I made the
Or even where I
background
came
the
from.
Yuna and
Since Toxin got to you,
Titus, who we named
Well, that
Stalin
dude's
in
still
this
alive.
game,
Praise be to
because
Yevon.
they're a really memorable storyline. Praise be to Yevon.
All right, back to practice.
Let's go back to practice.
I'm Waka.
The All Bed, who are like my
Captain of
favorite
Besaid
characters.
Oryx, brother.
The Besaid Aurochs.
Wow,
Sorry, I should
you
let y'all
hungry?
follow this story. I'll shut
Okay,
up.
back to the village. I'll get you something.
This is Waka. He's one of your party members. And he throws like the blitz ball at people. It's funny. But I like the All Bed in this game, but the All Bed are they like believe in technology, whereas the religion doesn't really believe in technology. So it's really a Marxist theme where religion ends up being a fetter on production,
I felt like I could
and
trust
stopping
this
advancements in
So
technology,
I just had to ask.
because they all believe in this Yevon religion, and
It's
that's
true
like a
Xanarkin was
central
destroyed,
point of the game.
right?
But then there's these
1,000
All Bed
years
who get
ago?
discriminated
It's
against for
just a
using
big
guns
pile
and
of
machinery.
rubble now,
And
isn't
I
it?
really like the All Bed.
Long time
With
ago,
that being said, a
there
lot
were
of the
whole
best
lot of
characters
cities
are
in
religious
steel.
characters, and
Big
this
cities
bow
with
was really fun to
machina,
do.
Machines who
So,
run 'em.
got to take that
People
into
played
mind too.
all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well,
John
take a look.
DiMaggio voices Waka, and that dude's a
Destroyed the
legend.
machina cities.
Huh.
And Xanarkin
Maybe I'll look
along
him
with 'em.
up.
Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, sins are punishment for letting things get out of hand.
Sins are punishment for letting things get out of hand.
Because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
Did you catch that? He said we have to repent for our sins.
But you from the Xanarkin
It's a lot of
days, that
religious
was a good word,
messages in this game. The main bad guy is
Yeah, I'm
called
not saying that
Sin,
team
and
never
they're always
existed,
talking about how they have to
huh?
repent and
But you gotta
sacrifice
figure,
to
keep
sin,
living in
and
luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated
ultimately
the
they
fact
defeat
that
sin,
Waka was
though.
trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with sin. Maybe
It all
if I could
started with
find
sin,
one
the
more
idea of
time,
original
I could
sin.
go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
All right. Starting to feel better. Maybe I should turn up the volume just a tad. I don't want it to be overwhelming, but I do want people to get the story. All right, Walker joined our party, I guess. Y'all can let me know how it is. I also have my soundboard, so we can do that, which is sick. Have I talked about Marxism yet?
Hey, it's this way.
All right, Waka, where are we going? About to jump off.
Huh?
Push me off. All right. Why not? Nothing like some commie and chill RPG. Agreed, right? That's all I wanted to do tonight. I've been looking forward to this forever. Just chilling with the comrades and playing some RPG games. I made it to Lenin's chapter 6 of Lenin's Left-Wing Communism earlier. Nice. How you liking it, Jacob? That's one of my favorite books. It really makes you, I don't know, it's really relevant for today with a lot of the sort of leftists, pseudo-communists. Ooh, time to fight some fishies. The game's music is great too. It is. Every Final Fantasy game, every Square Enix game. I've been playing the Dragon Quest games lately, which I'll probably stream a little bit of on TikTok at some point. All the music is on point. On point. Sometimes I like to listen to podcasts when I game, and Dragon Quest is also perfect for that, but like other times I just freaking turn the game's music on and just zone out and chill. I'm a big fan of RPGs, much more so than like shooting games or anything. I mean, they're RPG shooters, but like I just like the story and the stories and the world building, like the immersive worlds and the characters and the fantasy elements are cool to me. I've always been a fan of like fantasy fiction, like grew up reading Lord of the Rings. My dad was a big fan. The Hobbit. What are the best Final Fantasy games? Like what's the top 10 or top 10 Square Enix games? I guess for JRPG fans. Or what if you don't know that? Who are your top 10 favorite Marxist leaders of all time? I don't know who my top 10 are. I did my top 10 like most influential thinkers on Twitter the other day, and it was like Lenin, Che, Hugo Chavez, and Marx. But I wanted to put Carlos on there. I mean, if I'm being honest with myself, Carlos has influenced my thought more than probably anyone else. But I should have done a TikTok about that too, because I'm sure that kind of content
Got a favor to ask you.
do well on TikTok. Top 10 Marxists.
Team, right?
Are you a socialist? Yes. We're all socialists. Welcome to the Comrades Final Fantasy stream. The Marxist analysis of Spira.
So huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say? Come on.
Come to the Blitzball Championship. Like, these graphics are crazy.
Sure thing.
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Xanarkin had.
National Socialist? Boo. Boo. Hi, Zero Deca. How are you? It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but I love the Kingdom Hearts games. Those were my favorite games growing up. Dude, same. That's not embarrassing to admit. I have every single game, and I played them all in college. I replayed them all.
I started Blitz when I was
I have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5, and then I've played literally all the DS games, the Game Boy Advance Chain of Memories game,
After last year's tournament,
every Kingdom Hearts game. Don't feel bad.
time seemed right.
Like, y'all think I just started being a nerd / like athlete jock with Marxism? No, this shit started when I was in second grade playing Pokemon, playing Kingdom Hearts,
After quitting
and
I
kicking
got this
people's
new
ass
job,
on the
yeah?
wrestling mat
But
all at
every
once.
time my mind
I just
wandered,
realized
thought about the game.
eventually that
10 years
Needed
without
to
a single win will do that.
put my brain efforts towards studying Marxism
My
and
first match
wrote
last
the
year
Science
was
of
my big
Revolution.
chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey,
I don't know what
So,
to think
you wanna
about it
win the
yet,
next
but I'm
term?
liking it and pretty
Go
sure
out
that
with a
I'll
bang.
love it. Like with the State and Revolution that I read a couple months ago when I get done reading it. I'm
So,
also
what's
planning
our
to read
goal?
Lenin's Imperialism,
I
the
don't
highest
care
stage
how
of
we do.
capitalism after I get done with
As long
Left Wing
as we play
Communism.
our
It's a
best.
great order to read them in, Jacob.
If we give it our all, I can
Yeah,
walk
Left
away
Wing
happy.
Communism's a lot about strategy.
No. If
And a
I
lot
say
about the
what's our
development
goal,
of
you say
the working
victory.
class and
When you
you know,
play in a blitzball tournament, you play
how
to win.
Victory.
getting a theoretically educated proletariat
You
takes
serious?
time. And there's a lot of left-wing communism, a lot of pseudo-communism, which is just an infantile disorder. It's the fact that communism is at not a very advanced stage of development yet, which perfectly
the one from
describes
the
the
sea.
United States, where we have a
Be
lot of
on
these
guard.
leftists. But
There
in
are
the
thieves
U.S.,
on the
there's a
road
lot of
today.
controlled opposition to
After surviving your run-in with
a lot of
Sid,
like
would be ashamed to do
CIA-backed
something
fake
like that.
leftists. But imperialism you'll really love. Imperialism adds
Who are
on to
they?
the science of
Who's
Marxism,
the
expands it to
Crusaders.
the
Huh?
analysis of monopolies,
What? You forgot that too?
and the concentration of production
Hey,
and
sorry.
capital.
Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Sorry if anyone's really trying to get the story.
Cool.
I've
In
played this
return,
game like 3
tournament time,
times, so I'm
I'll
just
make
kind of
sure we
talking
take the
over them.
cup.
They're gonna go.
Ooh.
Titus
About the
or
Crusaders,
Stalin
you can
is
ask
joining
them yourself.
Waka's
They got a
team
lodge in a village.
to, and they're gonna go join. They're gonna go to the Blitzball Championship, and Titus just got transported through time, obviously, so he's lost. And they're like, someone will recognize you at the Blitzball Championships. And Titus played Blitzball back at
Besaid
Xanarkand,
village.
which got
Hey,
destroyed.
got
He
any
was like a
food
star
there?
player,
We'll get you something
and then
over
we got
there
sucked
later.
through the
Take a look
wormhole.
around first.
I'm pushing 30, and I've been replaying Kingdom Hearts and
The
it rocks.
Crusaders' lodge
Yeah,
is
no
over
shame.
yonder. Luzu ain't got
Like
time
when
to
you go
see
back,
there.
you can like beat Sephiroth and do all the hard stuff that you could never do as a kid, you know? At least that's what I did in Kingdom Hearts 2. Actually, I never beat Sephiroth. He's so
Huh?
hard.
What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
The prayer? Of course I know the prayer. Why am I only allowed to say I don't remember? I know what the prayer is. Oh.
I didn't know it in the first place, to tell the truth.
Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you.
All right, this is important for the story. I'll read the chat questions or comments after.
Go ahead, you try.
It looks like Titus has a fanny pack just like I do. We got the same fanny pack. I dig it. Should grab mine.
Not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Check it out. Now I can be dressed like a Final Fantasy character. You have to have like 20 zippers. Like all their clothes just have an unnecessary amount of zippers. Alright, so first part of any RPG, first thing you do when you get to any town. For those who are new to role-playing games, for you kids who only play COD and those shooting games, the first thing you do is talk to every person. Okay, I'm not going to put this on. Eventually, I'm going to buy like a life-size Keyblade and really make these streams cool. By the way, I just want to say your content has been fantastic and really encourages me to read theory, though admittedly it's kind of a struggle for me at the moment. Very cool. I love hearing that. Keep going. It's a struggle for everyone, especially working people, but keep reading. And like one thing, like it was really, really, really hard for me to read theory at times when I wasn't connected to a community and I didn't have people encouraging me to read and discussing the theory with me. So, I mean, more than anything, like I want these streams to grow and stuff, but what's nice about them right now is I can interact with pretty much everyone in the chat and we can really build that community of learners and community of people who discuss theory and encourage each other to read and, you know, give each other the motivation to read. So yeah, that's one of the main purposes of what we do, and I'm glad we've been able to do that for you a little bit. Brandon Johnson won Chicago mayor, did he? Rest in peace to Lori Lightfoot. a lot of she made for a lot of great segments on the Tim Dillon Show. Besaid's devotion to the teachings of Yevon is commendable. Still, there is much for a priestess such as I to teach them. Look at the religious leadership is already being condescending in this game. Talking about how there's so much for them to teach the people. Mr. Eddie, hello Jakar612. You gotta have 20 zippers and 50 belts. Yes, just wait till we get to Lulu. Is that her name? Lulu is like the most ridiculously dressed Final Fantasy character ever, and that's saying something. Like, so much. So many belts. Like, why would you even need that many belts, level of belts? Yo, Eddie, playing my favorite Final Fantasy game. Let's go. Let's go. There's so many other Marxists or socialists or people in our audience who enjoy Final Fantasy, and I've been so pleasantly surprised. Because I'm like, I was pumped to do these gaming streams, but I'm like, what if nobody likes RPGs like me? Like, what if nobody enjoys Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest or Kingdom Hearts or the Square Enix games, you know? And it's been the opposite. Everyone's like, this is the best Final Fantasy game. I'm like, I know it is. Even though the voice acting is goofy, this game is freaking awesome, and the character classes are so sick. The story and it's like themes about religion and even it's themes about advancement of the productive forces with the stuff with the Albed. Super Marxist. Like, this is a perfect game for us to be playing right now to start off our gaming series. So, and by the way, Eddie Liger Games is where I'm going to archive all of these. And Eddie Liger Games
You were attacked by
is
Sin, right? Recently?
24 hours away from being
I think
approved
so.
for live streams.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Why would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure. But it hasn't.
Square Enix, the communism pipeline is real.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
The Besaid
You're kidding,
Crusaders.
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him
No,
who
that's
you are.
not their nickname. The Crusaders are the people who fight sin,
Crusaders are sworn to battle sin.
but they're corrupt.
We have chapters throughout Spira, accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blade.
Oh, these are the two Crusaders who are kind of annoying, who you always meet and talk
The
to.
Crusaders. We've been fighting sin ever since.
He's explaining it. Sorry, it is an important part of the story.
800 years and you still haven't beat it?
I just kind of spoiled them.
Well, we've steered Sin away from town.
But it's kind of obvious that they're corrupt.
And that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
Uh-oh, there's a thunderstorm, y'all.
then whose
My
job is it
Wi-Fi
to
might
defeat
go out.
Sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
Rebelling against the death spiral authority is a recurring theme in
Could
Final
just tell
Fantasy,
you.
which resonates well in Marxist.
you.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
Go pray at the temple.
That's the Square Enix to Marxist pipeline. That's how it works, I guess. Go pray at the temple, perhaps. Get rid of Sin's toxin. So Sin poisons people. Here's some game things. 4 elements: fire, ice, lightning, and water. I used to think that the elements work the same as Pokemon, but it's different. So I'm gonna refresh myself. Fire, blizzard, thunder, water, and ice. Fire and ice oppose each other, as do lightning and water. So they're super effective on each other. Yeah. I remember I didn't learn that for the longest time. And then A, during battle, to switch a character. We don't have the ability to do that yet. But that's another thing I like about this game is you can use your whole party. Like, you can switch in and out characters whenever you want, because don't need the rest right now. I really like doing that because I really like all the characters in this game. Like, some people think Riku's not useful, but they just don't know how to use Riku. Hey, the talk of the town, you know. I'm not surprised. I am Joseph Stalin, after all.
Hey, 'cause I know you got a lot of
Never been more Marxist than this in a Final Fantasy game, though. I know this game has Marxist themes, but they've never had a main character literally named Joseph Stalin. Since Toxin, nah, you don't look sick. That's because I can't tell y'all. I can't tell y'all why Sin's toxic isn't poisoning him. That would spoil like the whole game. Can't do it. Nobody spoil it in the chat, please. Hey, gaming stream, man, I got some donuts. Let's go. Oh, you're in an amazing situation, Mr. Homebody. Oh, I wish I had some donuts. That is perfect. These streams are casual. These streams are chill. These streams are fun. And these streams are donut friendly. I just had a grilled cheese. I should have brought it on the stream. Besaid, yes. The Besaid Aurochs. That's their name. I began to
realize how different this world was from my own.
So the churches are all like dungeons, and you go through them, and you get new summons at the end of them for your summoner character, Yuna, who we will get at some point soon. Also reading The Bolshevik Revolution, it's Volume 1 by Edward H. Carr, who, despite being a liberal, provides an honest and overall positive history of the Bolshevik Revolution. Oh, interesting, Jacob. That sounds awesome. If you want to write a book review on that for Midwestern Marks, I would love to have a book review out about that book because it sounds interesting. I've seen some comrades like your boy Hakeem recommend these books in one of his videos. Nice. And nice emojis you got there, my man. Don't bother people when they're praying. It is against the teachings. Ooh.
10 years had passed since Lord Bosco became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny and a little sad.
The summoners are practitioners.
Communist playthrough of Skyrim next? It's definitely a possibility. I do like Skyrim a lot. Use Riku equals stealing from enemies. It's cool and good. Yeah, I mean, that's socialist, right? Steal from the rich, give to the poor, create grenades out of the rich, throw them at them. This is Marxist as it gets. Riku is the most Marxist character. Plus, the Albed are in favor of advancing the productive forces.
We should respect some kind of great men or something like that, I figured.
Some great men. The great men of history fallacy? Is that what you're talking about, Stalin? See, he'll learn Marxism by the end of this journey. Riku with the God Hand equip. Cloister of Trials. Oh, we gotta get Yuna before we do that. Hi, Summoner. Give me your blessing. Button in here. Wonder where we go next. Off topic, did you watch any of WrestleMania 39? Shit was wild. I didn't. I'm not a huge pro wrestling guy. I hate to disappoint. I can only have so many hobbies. Although I did see that a former Wisconsin wrestler who I used to watch named Nikola Bogojevic, he competed at WrestleMania. I shouldn't say competed, I guess, but he was one of the wrestlers at WrestleMania. I don't know his wrestler name. I should have looked it up. My buddy knows. One of the people I coach with is really, really into it. And he's always sending me gifts. And, you know, there's a lot of former wrestlers. How's Gable Steveson doing? He's like the most high-profile wrestler who's ever gone WWE since, like, Kurt Angle. Pray hard, and the toxin shall surely release its grip. How do I pray? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Pray? Oh, thanks, Gramps. I feel like I gotta have something. Oh, thanks, Gramps. So rude. They're all so scared of sin. Teams at the Orok score at least one goal. Oh yeah, their team is terrible. I forgot. We're gonna have to get good at blitzball if we want to win. Shoot, I don't know if I'm good. Can I leave? I'm gonna leave. We go talk to Waka. Waka Flocka Flame. We haven't been down here because there's 3 chests. We're rich. True Riku can be busted if you use her right. Exactly right. You just gotta know how to use her. We'll use Riku in this playthrough a lot. Just because we're Marxists and the whole theme with the Al-Bed being like the one to embrace technology and the productive forces. Like, I want to play up that theme as much as possible. So, plus I just like Riku. What's up, Waka?
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap.
Oh, take a nap. Okay. Here we go. Time to move on, probably. Gable hasn't really done anything since Triple H came to power, but that was a year ago, and Vince McMahon is back, so it's all downhill from here. Oh.
You can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been
Uh-oh, what's going on, y'all? Drama at Besaid. Blitzball is insanely easy if you're able to get the direct shot during the fairy quick time event. Okay. Well, I'll have to look up how to do that.
Go look for us.
Can you explain how to do it so I don't have to look it up? Because we'll probably get to that pretty quick, won't we? We're probably about getting ready to depart.
But he might die.
Oh, sorry. This is young Stalin
Do you hate him so?
saying he doesn't care if his dad dies.
But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
His dad's pushing him to do sports. The young angsty me relates to this. Just kidding. My dad didn't push me to do sports. He just helped me. He was not like the psycho kind of dad at all. Damn, young Stalin is cutthroat. No kidding. He was ready to lead the proletariat like from a young age. He was like, if my father gets in the way of revolution, do gulag with him. Hopefully I'm going to the right spot here. I assume I go to the temple, right?
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial. Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
He don't care about the rules of the priest. He doesn't care about the precepts of the priest. He literally said, like I care about the religious
Maybe this wasn't such a
rules,
good
and then just
idea
runs
after
in.
all.
He's like, she's hot, I'm going in. Those who seek to learn of Yevon's secret arts are tested by the Cloister of Trials. Find the right way, and you will be taken to the Chamber of the Faith. Examine objects with C to open the way. So these are like little puzzle sections that you do. They're fun. They're cool. They're not too hard usually. Some of them get really hard. So I'll probably have to use walkthroughs at some point. So we don't end up having like a 20-hour stream that's just me trying to figure out a puzzle. I am ejectopologist. He was right. Titus is a crybaby. Don't disagree. No spoiling the story though. Aside from wrestling, have you engaged in any other type of combat sports? I once did BJJ 11 years ago when I was 12, but it was only for a week because my attention span was terrible. Then you should have been in BJJ. It's great for kids with low attention span. Put a sphere there, a blue sphere. Looks like destruction spheres. Oh yeah, the destruction spheres. So these cloister of trials, you can get like treasures. If you put a destruction sphere in, some of these things will blow up, and you get special treasures. But they're optional, so I'll have to try and predict when we're gonna run into one of these, and make sure to read a walkthrough beforehand so we can get all the special items. I did a little BJJ and a little bit of Muay Thai growing up, but not much. It was fun. I liked it. I put it in here. I already grab a sphere. I already used it. There. There. The sphere I had earlier. It's in there. Take it again out of the door. Cool. Does it go in there? Ooh, open the secret door. I really enjoyed Muay Thai when I did it. I just think wrestling is the safest combat sport. Like, and I really don't want to wreck my brain, because I think my brain is kind of important. Destruction sphere over here. And like Muay Thai, if you strike, like eventually you're gonna do some damage to your brain, you know. And wrestling is like all of the pain moves and all of like the submission moves that you could kill someone with or break their limbs taken out. So it's just grappling for control. So I feel like it's the safest way to learn to beat someone up. Oh, I need the blue sphere there. What do I do with this destruction sphere? I already put it in everything. Put it in there. Anyone know where I put it? Eddie, are you gonna 100% the puzzle sections to get the spoiler? I might have to. It depends on how much energy I have for that, and like how smart I am about looking up the puzzle sections beforehand. Because like I don't necessarily want to do it myself, but do I have to push this thing or pull it or something? What am I doing wrong here? RE4 remake looks cool, but I haven't played it yet. Resident Evil. Getting into Muay Thai because I got long arms and sharp elbows. Yeah, that's the right sport for you then. Be long and lanky. Put this thing. I feel like I've tried everything, haven't I? Put it in there. Yeah, I didn't ever want to play football because I don't want CTE. Yeah, that's like why I quit. It was my favorite sport. Like wrestling's great, but it's not as fun as football. Like football is the most fun sport ever invented, I feel like. And I quit because I thought I was going to tear my ACL and never be able to wrestle again. What do I have to do here? 6'2" and 150. Yeah, Muay Thai is the one for me. Definitely. Definitely. You hit people with your elbows. I see that wrestling is largely taught, practiced at high school and college. Is there a way to learn wrestling outside of those two outlets? Not really, which is what's there is if you want to do freestyle and Greco. But you have to have a club in your area, so you can do club, but like there's very few options outside of like organized high school sports, which is unfortunate, you know. So yeah, put it in there and then go somewhere. I already grabbed that one, right? Look up what I'm supposed to do right now. Let me check this quick. Someone go on Game Facts. Figure out how to do the first puzzle. This is not a good sign. Like I was saying, I want to 100% the puzzles. Not gonna happen if I can't even figure out the first one. I don't get it. I put the destruction sphere everywhere, didn't I? I don't want a back seat, but you put the destruction sphere in the door and put the glyph sphere in the pedestal. Oh, no, please do back seat. Do not hesitate to tell me how to play, because I've always been bad at the Cloister of Trials. Like I've always been bad at these puzzles. As a kid, I couldn't even beat these games because I would freaking I would get tripped up at the Cloister of Trials. Where's the other glyph? I got the destruction one in the door. The other one, this one? Where I put that boy? You might have to touch the markings on the wall opposite the pedestal. With the destruction glyph in the pedestal, or with it still in the door? Let's put it in the pedestal. Look at this, teamwork. Communist teamwork will figure this out for Joseph Stalin. This is like trying to figure out central economic planning in the early stages of the USSR. Oh, the pedestal. I'm freaking stupid. This is not the pedestal. Everyone's probably like, Eddie, how do you make it through so many works of Marx and still be this stupid? We'll figure it out, though. There we go. All right. The audience figured it out. Everyone gets a round of applause. All right. Now the audience is going to laugh at me. All right. Now they're going to boo me for taking so long to figure it out.
You suck! You suck! You suck!
All right. Enough ruining my self-esteem. We found a Besaid sphere. Take. Where this one goes. So I probably put this one in here. I can't switch them. Why can't I switch them with each other? I think I have to put probably this one in the door. Maybe not, but no. Do I put this one over here? No. Apparently not. Kid couldn't figure out. As a kid, I couldn't figure out Yojimbos for the longest time. Much fun. My favorite thing about Clinton was clinching back fist. People talking about jujitsu in the chat. I like it. You gotta put the destruction sphere in the cavity, and you put the sphere out of. You can only hold one sphere at a time. Puzzles wouldn't work otherwise. Oh. You gotta put the destruction sphere in the cavity. You got the Besaid sphere out of. Oh, got you. Okay. Will do. And where do I put the Besaid sphere in here? I'm putting it in here. Oh. Nice. I leave here and still do the destruction sphere thing? Yes, okay. We figuring it out. We working through this puzzle like it's a work of Marxist theory right now. About to get that special item. We about to 100% this puzzle thanks to the genius in the chat. Shout out East Village Boy. East Village Boy letting us get these 100% on the puzzles. Clearly a Final Fantasy master. One of the greatest Final Fantasy players of all time. Now we got that Rod of Wisdom. That's freaking lit because that's going to be a better item for Yuna than what she would start with otherwise, I imagine. No, now we just push this over her. Real easy. That one's just to teach you how to do it. Waka followed us in.
Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
He's a guardian.
A guardian?
We need a soundbite of Noah going, that is bananas. We absolutely do need that soundbite. I'll make it happen. I'll put it on the soundboard.
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray.
I'm genuinely curious as to why wrestling isn't a popularly practiced sport here in the States. Because neoliberal sports because spectator sports make money. Spectator sports are the biggest in neoliberal countries. Like, look at where wrestling is popular. Russia, Iran, East Europe, all these former socialist states. Versus in neoliberal countries, it's basketball, football, sports where individual stars are able to be built up. And there's sports that everyone plays too. Like wrestling is hard. Versus American kids always are given a choice of playing sports that are generally easier versus a sport where you have to sacrifice a lot. And a lot of kids choose those sports, and obviously, like if I played basketball, I'd be more interested in watching basketball. But yeah, one of my professors, Dr. Dar, who writes for our website, it's Yuna, was gonna write a chapter of his book on how spectator sports are a huge part of neoliberalism. I second the soundbite of Noah going, that is bananas. Absolutely. We'll get it done, people. If the Midwestern Marks Twitch chat requests it, it shall be done. Woo! Kimari. Oh, she made it. Uh-oh. Don't push that pedestal yet. The boys got it. Thank you, East Village Boy. You saved us. You saved us from pushing that pedestal too early. And it's not just the sports teams where one guy shines. There's some unelected dickhead owner of the sports team leeching off the players' labor. Sports teams should be publicly owned, man. Agreed. That's the thing people find it hard to understand, like, sports players, like MLB players and football players, the amount of wealth they generate is insane
Man, was I surprised.
versus the amount that
And
they
here I
get
was
paid,
thinking
especially
summoners
when
were
you take
all
into account the
geezers.
long-term injuries those guys face, CTE, and just like the wear and tear on their bodies and the medical bills they got to pay. Like, they're still getting exploited, and like most of the people aren't like the super highly paid stars making millions a year. You know what I mean? Your transgressions aside for now. So it wasn't even a big deal that I went in there. Y'all were just gonna let her die. So weird. Now what's next? I just want to check these rooms to make sure nothing going on here. Got that chocobo at the bottom right. And the graphics are really good on this computer I got for streaming. I got a gaming computer to stream, and holy shoot. It's really hot right now though. I'm probably gonna end the stream at like an hour so I don't overheat my computer.
Hey, over here.
Oh, wow. I'll just stop it at the next good stopping point. Kimari never says anything. He's like a cool character, but like they don't even allow him to really speak, so.
What? Ow!
Don't overheat, computer.
Wait till you see this.
I can't see anything.
Ready?
Okay.
I want to do a playthrough where Kimara and Waka are my mains. That would be cool. I'm going to make Riku a main for sure. I don't know. I love the summoner because the summons are so cool and they're so overpowered compared to every other move in the game. Like, you got to have Yuna. I like Lulu too. He got a little chatty later, especially at Mount Gagazet. That's true. Once you meet his, the other people like him, he opens up to you throughout the game. That's his character. Yeah, so we went from having like a sword and a blitz ball as our weapons to we now get this thing. You get to summon these things, and you get to pick up new summons as you go. I've beaten this game. This is one of the few games I've beaten to like 100%. Where I've like gotten all the secret stuff and done all the post game stuff. It's just so fun. It's just so fun. Mount Gagazet score is so beautiful. It is, and it's like a really cool story point. Look at how many belts she
I've
has.
never seen anything
You
like it
missed
in my
it.
life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still.
It's true in pro wrestling too. I'm guessing you saw Jesse Ventura interview where he said Hulk Hogan ratted out Ventura's union effort and Vince and Hogan made more money than all the dudes at WrestleMania combined. That's crazy. I believe it though. I totally believe it. Oh, I forgot that you get to name your summons. Che Guevara, baby.
I remember that night we talked for
That's
the
so
first
crazy.
time.
The WWE is
didn't
very
know it
similar to
then,
the
But
UFC
after that night,
in terms of like
everything
how the
changed
fighters and wrestlers get
for
exploited
everyone.
and how the business operates.
me.
And Vince McMahon and Dana White are very similar, just like figures in this world.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team.
Woo!
His memory's a little fuzzy.
Magma
so
Sisters
don't
and
mind him
Animo
if
were
he
the
says
OP
anything odd.
summons.
Come on, say hi.
All the summons are kind of OP. Hey, Eddie, here's a link to a free PDF with a 600-page Soviet textbook on political
hi, guys.
economy that I mentioned in one of the most recent streams. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate it.
So what's our goal?
To do our best. Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory. To win every
I
match.
can only assume that Dana White took a lot of cues from Vince McMahon. He probably
That's
did.
War Island. That's
Guaranteed
all
he
we need to do
did,
to win.
actually.
Easy, huh?
Except Vince McMahon actually wrestled. Dana never got in the ring. Victory!
Victory! Victory! Victory!
Ooh, he's in love.
Victory! Victory!
This is what we do before every wrestling tournament. Victory! Victory! Alright, I'm going straight to talk to the girl.
You heathen!
Stay away from the summoner! You're a bad man!
Yo, what the hell?
Lady Una, be careful.
But it was really my fault.
Have a good night,
to
y'all.
begin with.
You bet. Sleep well, comrade. Thanks for your help. I'm gonna go to
Angelina,
bed soon so my
Thank
computer
you so
doesn't
much for
overheat
your
and
help
melt.
earlier.
I'm sorry about that.
And then I'll go play Dragon
Wasn't
Quest
that-
8 on TikTok
wasn't
in
I not
bed.
supposed to-
Maybe.
Guess I
I'm
kinda
playing Dragon
overreacted.
Quest 8 regardless, though.
Oh no, I was.
I'm so tired from
overconfident.
wrestling today. Maybe I'll eat a little something more before I go to bed.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Look at him hitting on her.
Really?
Oh, they're hitting it
Do you
off.
think
I never
I can
noticed
become
this
high
when I was
summoner?
playing this game as a kid. They're like so obviously into each other from the jump.
Play with me some more.
Do you think I can be a good summoner? He's like, yeah, that shit, that Aeon you did, that shit was sweet.
So,
That shit was hot. I mean,
tomorrow then.
awesome, cool. It was, shit was
Tomorrow?
cool. It was so hot when
going
you
on the
did that. I
same
mean,
boat, aren't
awesome.
we?
I mean, you're really
Oh,
smart.
really?
I respect you.
can
I'm not
talk
staring at your
more.
boobs. I'm staring at your heart.
You can
Bye.
tell me all about Xanarkin.
Stalin's Riz is unmatched, as the kids would say.
She's cute, yeah?
Oh, that was legit. Hilarious. Should I say yeah or she's not my type? Whatever, I'm into
Don't
her.
get no ideas.
No promises there, big guy. Hey, but what if she, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
The summoners sworn to not make out with anyone.
Don't overdo.
Anything else to do here? So other than talk to these guys, but they're just literally like NPCs. Literally, they are NPCs. So
Good. Sleep tight.
I can go to bed, hopefully save. Get my computer turned off before it melts. Upload this to the Eddie Liger Gaming channel. And we'll be back with another episode maybe tomorrow. We'll also have hopefully a regular, well, maybe we'll do a regular stream tomorrow, or maybe I'll just do a gaming stream. Let's see. Got another flashback, though. Stalin's Riz unmatched. Eddie, did you ever get my most recent email? Yeah, it's scheduled for publish, Jacob. Just wait on it, my man. It's scheduled to be published. Don't you worry. This is going to take a bit. Oh, I'm living through a flashback here.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Oh, he's dreaming about her. Ooh.
Would you take me to Xanarkin?
Hey. You said you'd go with me.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
he's already caught between the two
I thought
women in
Mama
his
told you not
life.
to get any ideas.
He did.
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming.
Oh, geez, it's his
You
dad.
with a woman? You can't even catch a ball.
Ouch. Sounds like my dad.
Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry. That's the only thing you're good for. Huh? What'd you say?
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you.
Huh?
That's the spirit.
You can do it.
Like, that dream sequence is actually pretty cool for like a PS2 game.
Okay.
I know people like to make fun of the voice acting, but the story in this game is pretty good. Like, that's a legit dream you would have after the last 2 days that he has had.
Look a lot like Chapu.
What the
I was
heck?
surprised too, the first time I saw him.
Why is it green?
But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the first
I
place.
wonder if this is supposed to be
Yeah,
the
but
screen right now,
He needed our help.
or if my computer's overheating.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but
That's it.
Jack is such a
No more.
boomer. He is.
Enough.
Waka Vlogga? Yep. That I hate you reminds me of the Chinese woman who translates a bunch of trendy phrases on TikTok. The screen might be glitched out right now. It's not good. All right, y'all. Well, oh, never mind. Here we go.
Scary. So, who's Chapu?
Chapu is
My
Waka's
little
brother.
Chapu. Look like you.
He's dead?
he was with the Crusaders when they fought Sin last year. He didn't make it.
Sad.
I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge then?
That was the idea.
Jeez, they let you go a
I'm
while
worried
without
about
saving,
stupid
don't
game
they?
more than avenging my brother. Well,
Don't they know
after
I'm
the next
streaming and my
tournament, I'll be a
computer's
guardian
gonna
full-time.
overheat?
I know it kind of looks like I'm using you, but I'm not.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a lot.
Yeah, Waka, don't worry, you the main.
Help me out, you know? What I mean is,
Thanks, Waka.
thanks, Waka.
Waka's a real
Stop.
homie.
You're embarrassing me.
He's top 10 Final Fantasy characters. Okay, there we go. There's a save sphere. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for hanging out. It's been a real fun stream today. Made it quite a ways in this game. Made it through our first cloister trial. Really enjoying these streams. Really enjoying playing Final Fantasy X with you all while we talk about Marxism. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks for being here. The stream will be up on Eddie Liger Games if you want to check the replay or know anyone who's looking for a replay. And from now on, the streams will also be live on YouTube. Just got to get that approved by YouTube, which we're in the process of doing now. All right. Thanks, everyone.